Good afternoon, this is Colton with Build Brothers Roofing and Solar, doing a digital roof inspection here out in the Claremont area. We like to do these inspections and outline the current condition of the roof. We're starting here on the eave just to outline the fascia boards. And there's a little bit of sag that's occurring over the garage. This home was built in the 50s with plank sheathing. And so with plank sheathing, we're always going to recommend to add plywood to the roofs. That plywood's going to really, the 1/2-inch plywoods are going to really straighten everything out. Also going to check for any structural errors. And then additionally, we have the eaves of the roofs. We have the rafters coming out, the fascia board, and the shiplap. It looks to be in pretty good condition. They said they tented it 10 years ago. And so that mitigates termite damage.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, guys. Getting on the roof here, we have a 3-tab asphalt shingle roof. It is an older style of asphalt shingle that is very flat, almost like subway tile. And then you can see right here, you have your felt paper that's really old and worn out. And then underneath that felt paper is kind of the waterproof membrane. You have the plank sheathing. So that felt paper is waterproofing along, the asphalt shingle is kind of protecting it, and that felt paper is really worn out. Nowadays we use a synthetic underlayment that has a 50-year manufacturer warranty. A little bit of a bow right here that goes down. Walking on it feels fine. We just need to add our plywood decking. Because the gaps in the plank sheathing that we can see from the garage are significantly wide, we're going to recommend adding that plywood over this roof to kind of secure the substrate. Good amount of shingle wear and tear. We have a good amount of granule loss. We're seeing that occur on the shingles, especially on the south and west facing sides. We're seeing the overlap here. We can see some fiberglass kind of showing, and then look at the integrity of those shingles right there. Easily can get underneath. Water's going to come down off this bigger roof plane, get right underneath these shingles. Leaks going to occur right there. The install was a little bit questionable in the sense of there's a lot of waviness going in the shingle staggers. And then we do have a couple repairs that have been done with mastic over on this section. We can see that's kind of happening right here. There's no ventilation for the attic, so we're not seeing any whirlybirds, any low profile vents. On this home, we typically recommend something like this, where we have a low profile O'Hagan and then a ridge vent that goes along the top right there. This home is really good for solar exposure. So we recommend adding solar down the road. And then we can see, kind of the damaged shingles right here. We can see a big line right here. The fiberglass kind of showing through. Wow, look at this right here. Easily ripping up right here, and we can see the nails where water can intrude into the home. So we need to replace this roof immediately. This is of urgent concern. We're seeing a lot of water get underneath this roof plane right here. Shingles are kind of coming up, damage to the edges right here. One layer, tear it off, add plywood, and then new asphalt shingle roof. But you can see how wavy kind of this is right here. A little bit of workmanship error on the install, but we're going to get it done right. Thank you so much.